Welcome to this GEOS training module covering the two submittal types used by the EPD's Environmental Monitoring Unit, Form SW10, Groundwater Document Submittal Form, and Form SW11, Periodic Methane Monitoring Report, modeled from the SWM19 form. Let's take a closer look. The Groundwater Document Submittal Form contains numerous subtypes. These include the Semi-Annual Report, Corrective Action Plan or CAP Update, Assessment of Corrective Measures, ACM, Alternate Source Demonstration, ASD, Groundwater and/or Methane Well Installation or Abandonment Report, Milestone Schedule Requests, Proof of Public Notice, and other correspondence. Let's focus for a second on the first two subtypes. The Semi-Annual Groundwater Report and the CAP Update contain survey questions, which must be filled out in their entirety. For instance, if you have statistically significant increases, or SSIs, and fail to list them, the form will be sent back to you. There's not a way to submit any kind of attachments concerning methane on Form SW11, the Methane Monitoring Report. So any documents or attachments related to methane may be submitted here on Form SW10 under Other Correspondence. Essentially, if you're not clear about exactly where to submit a particular report, you can do so here, through Other Correspondence, and EPD will get it. It's important to remember that groundwater reports should never be scanned and uploaded. Instead, you should only upload the original, searchable PDF file. Since a scan is just an image, you can't search that file using keywords as you can with a PDF. Now let's take a look at Form SW11, the Periodic Methane Monitoring Report. This report is very long, and unfortunately, you can't paste information from any of your previous methane reports, so be prepared for a good amount of data entry. Here at Section 9 is a certification statement, where you'll need to verify two conditions. First, whether the monitoring points either do or do not exceed 25% of the lower explosive limit for structures. Second, whether the monitoring points either do or do not exceed the lower explosive limit for compliance locations. Additionally, you're still required to sign the original SWM19 form certification. You can find that certification by clicking the blue link here. The certification statement should be signed by the sampler or manager responsible for compliance. The required attachments will change depending upon the answer to the question, is groundwater monitoring required at this facility? If the answer is yes, you'll have to submit the potentiometric surface map that includes all monitoring points that comes from the most recent groundwater report. If groundwater monitoring is not required at your facility, then you'll have to submit a site map. So there will always be three attachments: the certification statement, either the potentiometric surface or the site map, and then the well table. Now let's look at some aspects of GEOS that are specifically related to the responsible official. If you qualify to be a solid waste responsible official according to the definition displayed here, which is found on the RO delegation form, you can submit reports for your facility. If you wish to delegate authority to another person, please submit an RO delegation form and mail it to the address at the bottom of the form. Currently, EPD is accepting scanned copies, but the hard copies need to be physically mailed in as well. The RO delegation form may be found here. In this section, we'll discuss the Facility Information System IDs and their importance for setting up your GEOS account. As a responsible official, you'll need to associate to the facilities that you're responsible for and that have reporting requirements. If you didn't associate your facilities during account creation, you may do so by going to My Account, clicking the Associate Facilities tab, then clicking the Associate Facility button. Whether you associate during account creation or afterwards, as represented here, You'll still use the same process to locate your facility. Locating your facility can be difficult as the permitted facility name and the GEOS facility name may not be identical. However, each solid waste facility has a unique FIS ID that is directly associated to their permit number. By using the FIS ID only to locate your facility, you can ensure that you're associating to the correct one, even if the name is different. You can find an Excel spreadsheet containing FIS IDs at the very bottom of the GEOS training page under Related Links and on the same page as this video. In the FIS ID spreadsheet, you may locate your facility by matching the permit number to the corresponding FIS ID. Continuing with RO responsibilities and looking at the dashboard, report obligations will appear at the top, issued correspondence from EPD at the bottom, and message notifications will appear on the bottom left. In the Message Center notifications, you may notice amended and/or revised submittals. EPD may send a submittal back for amendment if it's not deemed administratively complete. Clicking on this link will take you directly to any submittals that have been sent back. Notice that the Sent Back submittal is highlighted in red. Click on the pencil and paper icon to open the submittal. Then, review the Send Back comments and amend the submittal as requested. It's important to address all of EPD's comments and communicate with your preparer before resubmitting. You may track the status of your submittals by using Track Submitted Submittals. Here are the typical review statuses you might see associated with your submittal during or after EPD review. A quick note about the Edit Pending Submittals section. If a submittal is started, it remains in this section until it's either submitted or deleted. For example, if you start a submittal and subsequently navigate away without entering in any information, the submittal will remain in this section as a blank pending submittal. It's important to have as few pending submittals as possible to prevent confusion when submitting what you need. Thank you for watching this training video. If you have any questions regarding the content of this video or about GEOS in general, please don't hesitate to contact us.